All right, this is worksheet 8.6, and we are solving equations here. We have to make a puffy cloud to talk about what things x cannot be. Now we're in focus. Here we go. So for the first one here, x cannot be 0, because if you put 0 there, that would be bad, because you'd be dividing by 0. These are all four of these on this first page are proportions. How do you solve a proportion? You cross multiply, because the diagonals are always equal when you cross multiply. So this times this is x squared. This times this is 9. This is an easy one to solve. We take the square root. We get x is equal to plus or minus 3. Done. And it doesn't contradict the puffy cloud. Another one, proportion. These are binomials here. These aren't simple proportions where you can cross multiply and divide right away. You have to distribute. So we're going to do 2 times this guy up here, x minus 4. 2 times this guy right here, 3 times x minus 2. Then we distribute. 2x minus 8 is equal to 3x minus 6. No puffy cloud needed because there's no way to divide by 0 on this. Okay, get the x's the same side, so I'm going to subtract the x over, the 2x over, and get x. I'm going to add over the 6 and get negative 2. So x is negative 2. And again, the diagonals of a proportion are always equal. So that's 1/2, and then 4 out of 8 is 1/2. So if you multiply like this times this, you get 24, and that times that is 24. So the diagonals of a proportion are always equal. So that's how we solve these, is we just cross multiply. Okay, down here, cross multiply, we get 4 times 2x minus 1, and then 10 times x plus 3. Distribute, 4x minus 4 is equal to 10x plus 30. Then, get the x's on the same side, subtract over the 4x, it'll be 6x. Subtract over the 30, so it'll be negative 34. And then we have, hang on a second, something weird just happened here. Oh, I know what happened. This times this is 8. There we go. So we subtract that over, it'd be 2x. My bad. So that times that's 8, that times that's that. And now we divide back. There we go. Negative 17 is equal to x. So x is negative 17. Oh, I forgot to make the puffy cloud. So the puffy cloud says that x cannot be 1/2, because if you put a half there, you get 0. And then negative 3 plus 3, so it cannot be negative 3 as well. So negative 3 and 1/2 are out, but my solution is negative 17, so I'm good. This times this would be 5 times x minus 2 is equal to 10 times x minus 7. 5x minus 10 is equal to 10x minus 70. Subtracting over the x, we get 5x. Adding over the 70, we get 60. Then we divide, x is equal to 12. No need for the puffy cloud on this one. Okay, the next page. Here we're going to clear out the fractions. So we're going to multiply. Well, we know that this times this is equal to that. So the x plus 2, x minus 2 is my LCM. LCM, least common multiple. And then 2 and negative 2 go in the puffy cloud. So 2 and negative 2 are the bad solutions, because those would cause division of 0. So this divides into this, leaving the x minus 2. This divides into that, leaving that, so it's 5 times x plus 2. That divides into that evenly, so 1, so it'd be 6. So that's what I'm left with. Distribute 2x minus 4 plus 5x plus 10 is equal to 6. Same side simplify, put these together. We get 7x plus 6 is equal to 6. Subtract the 6 over, 7x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. So 0 is the answer, and 0 is an okay solution. So that's it. Okay, we're going to clear out the fraction of this one. We need a 5 and an x. That would be my LCM. LCM. And then puffy cloud, x cannot be 0 because that would cause division of 0. So there's an invisible 1 right there. 1 divides into that, leaving that. So it's 5x times 5, which would be 25x. That divides into there, leaving 5, so it would be 25. And then equals, that goes in that evenly, so it'd be 1, so it'd be 6. All right, so then we're going to subtract over the 25, so we get 25x is equal to negative 19. Divide x is equal to negative 19 over 25. Boom. Okay, clearing the fraction here. Y minus 5 is the LCM. So there's an invisible 1 there again. This goes, oh, and the puffy cloud says that the y cannot be 5 because 5 minus 5 is 0. So 1 goes into that, leaving that times the 4. So it's 4 times y minus 5. Plus, that goes in there evenly, so it just leaves 1, 2y, that goes in there evenly, equals 8. This times this is 5y minus 20 plus 2y is equal to 8. Y's go together, 6y is equal to 28, because you add the 20 over. Divide by 6, and we get y is equal to 28 over 6, which is 14 over 3. And what would that be? Goes in there 4 times 4 and 2/3. If we want it as a 4 and 2/3, yeah, that seems right. 4 and 2/3. Okay, and then the last one here. X minus 2. So there's an invisible 1 there. So 1 goes in that, x minus 2. So it's x times x minus 2. Evenly plus 10. Evenly x squared plus 3x. Puffy Cloud says that x cannot be 2. X cannot be 2. So if 2 comes up, then that's the bad solution. Distribute. X squared minus 2x plus 10 is equal to x squared plus 3x. Magically, the x squareds go away, and I'm left with negative 2x plus 10 is equal to 3x. Add the 2x over. 10 is equal to 5x. Divide. X is equal to 2. Oh no, it interferes with the puffy cloud. So there's only one solution, and it's 2, and it doesn't work. So the answer to this one is no solution. All right, so this went fairly smoothly, except for my major faux pas right here on this problem. When I distributed that times that, I got 4 instead of 8, but I caught my mistake. I usually catch my mistakes as I go through this. So these videos are meant to review the basics of solving the equations. Basically what we do is we find the LCM, multiply or divide that in there, and then what's left over you multiply times the top. And it's that process that gets rid of the fractions and turns it into a different kind of equation. And then of course these ones here are the proportions, so we just cross multiply because cross products of the proportion are always equal.